Hey guys, welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. I got a 5-minute review for the Bikeriders, which is out now. This movie was delayed a little bit because of the SAG strike of 2023. Now it's out. I got to see it in theaters, and I'm really glad that I did. I actually connected more with the movie than I thought I would. I wanted to see it because we don't get a lot of biker movies these days, but I think I was expecting maybe something more along the lines of a traditional biker exploitation movie, something that was maybe inspired by Tarantino. That's not what this is. And I'm actually glad that that's not what this is. I think the marketing may have a hard time targeting exactly what this is. It's an ensemble character piece. It's a drama with a lot of great character actors in it. So we've got Jodie Comer, we've got Austin Butler, we've got Tom Hardy, Norman Reedus is in this movie, Michael Shannon. You guys, Michael Shannon is incredible in anything that he's in. It's an ensemble character piece, and to get to see these guys, these actors working just with a screenplay, right? There's no UFOs, there's no like crazy portal from the sky. It's real. It's grounded in reality. So the premise of the film is that Jodie Comer has fallen in love with a guy from this biker gang, played by Austin Butler, and she sees the emerging danger of things are escalating, right? It's 1965 when the film opens, and the world of crime, right? That the violence, the murder, the things that we associate with the Hells Angels, right? That's not really on the scene yet. And then as the story progresses, things get darker, things get more violent, and she's really trying to be his soul. If you know the song Out in the Streets by the Shangri-Las, that's essentially the story of the film. And they use that song multiple times throughout the movie, including, I believe, the end credits. Blondie does a good cover of Out in the Streets as well. But that's the idea of the film. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but again, it's a human story that I really am glad to have. I'm glad that's what it is. It's a $40 million character piece, right? From Jeff Nichols, who's the guy that did Mud, the Matthew McConaughey movie Mud, which made an impression on me when that came out years ago. So I don't know, this is the kind of movie that we don't really get a lot of. I don't expect it to make a lot of money. I don't expect it to get a lot of attention in the zeitgeist, or maybe even at award season. I don't know, but it's the kind of movie that I personally was really born to champion. These $40 million movies, that's a very, think about all the $40 million movies you can make with the budget of these Marvel movies or these Star Wars projects or whatever. They're spending hundreds of millions of dollars. I want more of this. I want more movies like the Bikeriders. And it's based on true events too, or it's based on real people, a real time, and a real place. A photojournalist in the mid-'60s followed around a motorcycle club in the Midwest. And by the way, everybody has this Midwestern accent. It's like Chicago, Milwaukee, Indianapolis. It's like, that sort of Midwestern thing like this, which is different. We don't have really any biker movies with Midwestern characters where they're not talking, they're talking like this, not like they're from Southern California. So that's novel. That's new. I really appreciate that. But he followed around these characters. I call them characters. He followed around these real bikers, took their pictures, listened to their stories, and he put out a book called The Bikeriders. So this movie is adapted from a photo book, but that's not, it's not a remake. It's not a reboot. It's not a sequel. It's not a franchise film. And because it's so rooted in a real time, a real place, real people, I don't know, it just felt like a breath of fresh air to me. It's what I've been starving for, I try to support these movies when they come to the theater, and this just really, I don't know that I think it's a great movie, but I expect that it will rise in my estimation over time. I was just struck by this is a movie about people. How refreshing. So if you're on the fence about seeing the Bikeriders, just know going in, it's not this larger than life Tarantino crime fest. It's about real people. And it's bittersweet. It's got action. It's got violence. It's got some really disturbing imagery in it. But it's also very, very approachable. Great use of music, great soundtrack, really good cinematography. It's a movie that's not afraid to be quiet. And that is something we don't get a lot of that. We don't have movies that are comfortable enough to just be silent for a little bit and just trust that you're going to pay attention. I should also mention the guy next to me got on his phone during the movie 4 times. I looked over to see what was going on. He was scrolling through Twitter. So clearly the silence had the opposite effect on him. But I enjoyed the movie. I will have to see how it plays out over time, right? Because you can't really know how you feel about something as soon as you've seen it. But I'm glad I went. I connected with the characters, and my goodness, these actors are so good. Just to see actors doing what they do, I want more of that. So that's my review for the Bikeriders. When you see it, let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Subscribe, thumbs up. Till next time, I will catch you later.